Hey everyone, fresh morning, fresh week, fresh day, and it is fresh morning to all. We wish everyone to have a great weekend and week ahead, sorry. And with a truncated week, we are going to face with a one-day holiday mid of the week. See, those who have attended our Saturday's upcoming weekly market outlook session might got awareness about the current week's behavior, what we have been predicted, and what about the further days in the month as well. The Friday session for our market has given a clue that a profit booking based and along with the profit booking short build-up also done. Because of that, the market have snapped its continuous upside momentum it got till that day. Even though it snapped on the daily basis, on the weekly basis, consecutively for the second week in the row, the Nifty closes on positive note. So, which means what? The Friday session, as we have described and explained in the Saturday session, today also we are reiterating that. As long as the Friday's low on Nifty and Sensex or even Bank Nifty, mid cap or financial services, all the major index holding that particular day's low will be very crucial to make the U-turn or make the bouncing back kind of activities on the respective indexes. And until it is trying to bounce back, in terms of Nifty, the 25,145, as already last week it has broken, but could not close above it, was the only concern, minor concern. And the second attempt, it is going to be maybe creating a chance for closing above the 25,145 mark. Why we are keep mentioning this 25,145 as a repetitive point means, see, this 25,145 was the high of the important date we have pronounced for the month of July. That was happened on 18th of July. As long as it is closing below this particular high, every highs will be treated as a chance for making shorts or selling. And because of that only, the Nifty is keep facing the struggle while it is attempting to move above that. Anyhow, based on the recent formations in the bottom side, the Nifty has now got minor and one major supports continuously from 24,850. Then the major one, what we have pronounced was 24,700, which might be knowing by all since we have been keeping this level for many occasions since December. So which has acted as a core range shift zone or a behavior shift zone. So that was pronounced as a core support for the Nifty. And finally, it would be 24,500 zone. It may be on positional basis, one can focus. So these are all the support zones continuously the Nifty is having. So which means what? One can clearly make a note that may not be. That means Nifty probably not going to have a continuous fall or a drop on the index. So which will be a happiest one from the previous trends and all for all the day traders and the ultra short-term traders. since it is predicted that is not going to continuously fall, every fall would be attracting the buying and every rise would be near to the support resistance zones attracting the selling. So that's it. So very simple manner we have actually shaped the behavior of the Nifty and giving you as a ready to use product kind of strategies. So that would be easy to approach by deploying these strategies, buy and dip and sell and rise at the levels we have mentioned. The levels are very important. So if you are doing so kind of practice means the possibilities for earning a decent to higher return probably will be happening. So that is what we wanted to share based on the recent behavior in the way of reviewing the market, and the preview session for the day will be starting now. See, this is 25th of August 2025. Almost we near the end of the month. And as we have predicted, a 1% of net closing basis probably on the higher side, like the markets now almost near 1% on the negative side. We have to wait and see whether the market is giving a close as per our expectation and the prediction. For the day, the Nifty is likely to open on a higher note or a positive note by following the favorable cues from the global markets, since the Fed meet is approaching, and in that also the rate cut is being expected by many of the experts. After opening, then only the real action is going to start. At as long as the Nifty holds the Friday's low as mentioned earlier, 24,850, one can build the long positions by utilizing any dip if it is happening near to that 24,850, provided it should not break. And until it is reaching 25,145, the long positions can be built. And while approaching the 25,140, 145 exactly, some portions of long built can be reduced in the way of profit booking. If it is in the option side or a future side, wherever it is, the profit booking should be done around the resistance of 25,145. And once it closes and sustains above 25,145 for at least 1 hour means, then one can get the signal for further highs probably happening on the Nifty towards 25,300. That may be happening today or tomorrow because of the lackluster activities that in the recent sessions market actually witnessing. So one can think in the way, and by the way of approaching the market in the positional manner, one can get that point also after confirmation you got. So that is what the strategies to apply to trade on the Nifty side. Which sectors actually going to drive the today's market movement means, of course, it is the continuation one we are seeing on the automobile. Along with that, some better activity we are seeing on bank and financial services side when compared to recent sessions. And most importantly, the capital goods oriented stocks are expected to start its bouncing back or recovery kind of activities in this week. Starting this week, probability for making the continuation in the rally and all based on the grounds it is following, or based on the grounds it is going to form hereafter in this week. So capital goods sector oriented stocks can be watched for long positions. Along with that, real estate oriented stocks also can be watched. Most probably real estate stocks will be having a positive momentum. And from the MNC side, which also can focus after capital goods we have pronounced. So that also having some important movement oriented stocks under this. So that can be also monitored. From the stocks front, the news based and the technical behavior based ones are Hero MotoCorp IndusInd Bank. These two stocks actually in the limelight today because the replacement is going to happen in the Nifty's rejig announcement given by the exchanges and the SEBI. So far that the Hero MotoCorp and the IndusInd Bank is being excluded from the Nifty from the September 30. Against that, the Interglobe Aviation and Max Healthcare Institute are actually being included in the Nifty. So that would be in the positive side can be expected. And after that, Yes Bank based on the Japan's bank stake increasing, the news. And Titaga Rail Systems also based on the news of order. And the Railtel Corporation also same in the way. So these are the stocks that day traders can focus on to get an improved gains. Trading cost.
No,
The positional traders continuously monitor 145 zone. After getting confirmation for a continuous so one can focus on long positions build up the target of 25,500 until it is happening and also until it is holding the support of 24,700. The range between 24,700 and 25,145 would be treated as by applying the buy on dip and sell on rise strategy. For more information, one can actually refer to our market outlook report for the week we have provided and shared in all the respective areas, including our GWC research channel and our WhatsApp and Telegram. So one can focus on that for getting more information and trend-based, strategy-based, levels-based things and all provided very clearly. So that can be referred. So that's it from today's pre-market outlook session we can discuss. So we'll meet again tomorrow and we can see the queries which has been asked now. Bank Nifty is the query. See, for the Bank Nifty, as like for the Nifty, we have predicted the yesterday, that means the previous session, Friday's low for Bank Nifty also very, very important. So as long as it is holding the low of Friday's one, more than that, this 54,900 is acting as very, very strong support. Whenever it is trying to approach this 54,900, it is trying to bounce back or it is trying to move upside. And 55,100 was the low. That should be also keep in mind to decide the trading activities. So as long as it is trading above this 55,100 and 54,900 level, no worries for the long traders. One can build the long and one can book the profit while it is approaching the 55,700 to 800 zone. Almost 500 points of cushion we are having for the long traders. One can utilize this and enjoy the day. So that is what for Bank Nifty. The second query on crude oil can be discussed now. See, for the crude oil, the turnaround is likely to be happen once a current month of crude oil crosses above 5,665. So almost 40 to 50 points only there to give the confirmation for this turnaround. So once it closes above 5,665 for at least 1 hour means one can focus on long only side for the target of 5,900 to 6,000. Until then, the crude oil may be expected to consolidate in a tight manner without giving any chance for the either side trade, and for which one can actually keep the stop loss or support as 5,500 and can take a trade on the long side while it is near to, that means while it is trading near to the support zone of 5,500. And for the profit zone or resistance zone, one can fix 5,610 as profit booking zone. Since it is very near to the profit booking level of 5,600 as a resistance zone, one should not take any long position currently. One should wait and think of trading on the long side while the crude oil is approaching somewhat better discounted manner when compared to the close of 5580. So that is what for crude oil. So currently it is trying to move up and trying to give a confirmation on the turnaround of upside. Coal India is the query now. See, for the Coal India, it has been consolidating in a tight manner for the recent days. So in the current trend, it is having a -1. And anyhow, the negativity may not be continuing if it is holding the support of 372. In case it is trying to bounce or it is holding the 372 as a support closes above this level for the day, means we can expect some minor bounces towards 380 level can be expected. But anyhow, it is currently trading in a negative manner. It should hold the Friday's low as well as main thing of 372 level. Then only one can expect the bounce. In case it breaks 372 as a support, means the probability for making further downward drift towards 367 may be happening. So that is what for Coal India. So we can conclude today's session. Thank you for your participation, and we wish everyone to have a prosperous trading day. Thank you. Bye-bye.